Hello everyone, this is Atia Rahaman, DSP probationer. I am of the batch 2021 and today I have come here again with a current affairs PDF that covers the most important current affairs of the month of February and March. This is a continued series. I have already published 2 to 3 videos of the previous months, and as you all know, WBCS current affairs is covered by the APTI Plus in the form of West Bengal Gazette magazine. Despite that, this video is done just to give you a visual representation, and just yesterday the notification came out about the 2025 WBCS pattern. So we all know that it is now a descriptive pattern and we have to pay attention towards the dynamic parts of our syllabus where current affairs plays a very important role. So without any further delay, let's start with today's class. The first question: how many CAMPA entities were created under the 2016 Act? So as we all know that CAMPA is the full form of CAMPA is Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act. The answer is one national CAMPA and one in each state. So basically this 2016 Act gave a statutory status to all the CAMPA entities from the ad hoc status, and also the main aim of this fund is to promote afforestation and developmental strategies for compensating those forest lands that have been diverted to non-forest uses. You go to the next question. Kalakad Mundanthurai Tiger Reserve KMTR is a part of which global biodiversity hotspot? The answer is Western Ghat. As we all know that Western Ghat has been declared as the World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and this tiger reserve is an interstate tiger reserve that falls in the jurisdiction of both Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So this tiger reserve is a part of the Western Ghat in the subcluster of Agasthamalai, and the forest that is found in this region is the montane rainforest. So these are some extra information that you should always read along with the one-liner current affairs. So under the 3-language formula, which language is mandatory for all students? The answer here is none. This is a very important question. As we all know that the national education policy which had been formulated in the year 2020 basically talked of 3 language. First language, second language, and the third language. So the first language status has been given to the mother tongue. Mother tongue or the regional language. So it is neither Hindi, it is neither English. It can be Hindi if Hindi is your mother tongue, right? So the first language status has been given to the mother tongue or the regional language, and the second language will be English or Hindi based on the region we belong to, right? And the third language is any modern Indian language. Modern Indian language. So this question is relating to the national education policy, which was formulated in the year 2020, and these are the dissections that had been given as first language, second language and third language, and we need to remember this. In which tiger reserve is the Soliga tribe primarily found? So the answer is Biligiri Rangaswamy Temple, RBT Tiger Reserve. So in this tiger reserve, the Soliga tribe is found, and Soliga tribe is also found in the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu region. So why is this tribe important? This tribe is important because it is the first tribe in India to have recognized their rights, their forest rights, into a tiger reserve as well. So as we all know, the tiger reserve is a protected area where the forest uses are not very much open to the people, but this tribe is the first tribe who has secured their rights. What is extinction filtering? So this is a very important question in terms of the environment point of view. The answer is the disappearance of sensitive species due to human disturbance. Now see, what is the name suggesting? Extinction means it is getting extinct, and filtering. So basically, due to lot of anthropogenic factors or human disturbances and infiltration, what is happening? The species that are being able to cope up are living, but the species that are not being able to cope up with the changes, they are basically getting extinct due to the human disturbances. So this is basically cancels out those species that are not very adaptable, and those species are staying which have high adaptability with the changes. During his visit to France in February 2025, what did Prime Minister Narendra Modi give to French President Emmanuel Macron? So the answer is Dokra artwork. Dokra artwork is the non-ferrous metallic designs that generally use the lost wax technique. You know, the lost wax technique, we have read this during when we used to study the ancient history. During the Mohenjo-daro time, there was this dancing girl statue that you have all read about. So using this lost wax technique, this Dokra artwork is done, and Narendra Modi ji gifted this to President Emmanuel Macron. What is the role of Nyay Sakhis in the Nari Adalat scheme? So what is this Nyay Sakhis in the Nari Adalat scheme? First let us learn that, okay? So basically these Nari Sakhis are nominated or selected by the Gram Panchayat. They are selected in the ratio of 7 to 11 members, and these women basically redresses the grievances of the women and also makes women aware of the legal knowledge, and all the problems of the women are addressed in this Nari Adalat. what is the primary cause of an Einstein ring formation? The answer is gravitational lensing. So this is a very interesting question, and I write it in block, it will be easier for you to read. So this Einstein ring is also known as Cholson ring, and it is named after its discoverer, the person who has discovered it, as you can understand. So basically this is created when light from galaxy or star passes by a massive object which is en route to the earth. And when gravitational lensing actually happens, this light gets scattered and a kind of ring is formed. And this is only known as the Einstein ring or the Cholson ring. Which river originates in the Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary? The answer is the Lakshman Tirtha river basically originates in this sanctuary. And why is this wildlife sanctuary named Brahmagiri? Because it is the highest point in that region, in the sanctuary basically. And this Lakshman Tirtha river is a tributary of Kaveri river. So this is a tributary of Kaveri river, right? What is the new name of Fort William, the Eastern Command headquarters of the Indian Army in Kolkata? So again this becomes a very important question, and especially for WBCS, because so the answer is Vijay Durg, right? So the new name of Fort William is Vijay Durg, and this Fort William was formed in the year 1696, and it took 10 years to complete. It was basically constructed during the time of Sir John Goldsborough, and it got damaged during the siege of Kolkata, and also it was reconstructed at a new place by Lord Clive in the as far as I remember, the year is 1785 or so. You need to check this and comment it, okay, if I am wrong. According to NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority, right? Which tiger reserves are affected by the Morand Ganjal irrigation project? So the answer is Satpura Melghat. Now what is happening, that due to the construction of this irrigation project, since this is a tiger conservation area, in the recent years the population of tigers have increased in this area, but due to this construction, what is happening, that it can reverse the gain. So this was in news that it is now being seen by the authority whether to continue with this or whether some remedies have to be brought about or not. I will make you understand this with the help of a diagram. So basically this marine heat wave condition, if we consider this to be a sea surface, what happens is the water keeps on mixing in this area. So the mixing becomes very weak, okay, and we see this is water, okay, high advection, the sun's radiation is increased, the sea surface temperature increases, the very weak wind flows, and the cloud cover, if this is the cloud cover is very low, okay. So this is basically why the sea surface temperature increases and how this entire mechanism follows. what is the primary aim of the project Vistar? So the answer is to create a federated digital ecosystem for agriculture. So basically through this project Vistar, we will be able to welcome more stakeholders and also incorporate the new artificial intelligence into the agriculture, so that we can improve the digital ecosystem of this sector, right? What initiative has the Department of Telecommunication launched to empower mobile subscribers and increase awareness? So this initiative, Sanchar Sathi initiative, has been undertaken by by the Department of Telecommunication, and through this we will be able to see all the government initiatives through this portal only. We will have one stop solution basically. Which tiger reserve shares its border with Parambikulam Tiger Reserve? Now before understanding this or answering this question, we have to know where is this Parambikulam Tiger Reserve located. So it is located in Kerala, and the answer for this question is Annamalai Tiger Reserve, which is located in Tamil Nadu. So basically from a place called Pochalli in Tamil Nadu, you can enter Parambikula Tiger Reserve in Kerala. So these two border each other. In which case was the rarest of rare doctrine formally established? So this is a very interesting question. Formally it was established in the Bachan Singh versus State of Punjab case, which is in the 1980s. So what is this rarest of rare? So when we talk about death penalty, it is given only in the cases of exceptional exceptional cases. Only in those cases can we use the term death penalty. Otherwise it is because it is infringing human rights, right? So only in those cases, rarest of rare cases, can this death penalty be used. So it was first stated in the Jagmohan Singh versus State of UP case, okay, where the constitutionality of the rarest of rare was proved, but it was formally established in the Bachan Singh versus State of Punjab case. So you need to remember both the cases for this rarest of rare doctrine. What does trust stand for in the India-US Trust Initiative? So the answer is transforming the relationship utilizing strategic technology, option C. So basically this is a initiative through which we can deepen the connection between both the countries, and this will help the semiconductor is a very upcoming new topic that is discussed. So it will help it in the semiconductor field of study, right? What is indirect prompt injection? The answer to this question is, it is a method to manipulate the chatbots into executing the unauthorized commands. So basically this exploits an inherent nature of the large language modules. Large language modules, which is also known as LLM. So what happens? It is a method to manipulate the chatbots to produce some kind of unauthorized command, okay? Recently, the Archaeological Survey of India discovered over 110 megaliths in which state? Okay, I'm very sorry. I think the options are actually wrong here. So I'm cancelling this out. And I will directly tell you the answer. So in Kerala, the ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, discovered over 110 megaliths in which state? So the answer is none other than Kerala. Over 450 acres of land, basically, these megalithic things have been, discoveries have been found by the Archaeological Survey of India, and these are mostly composed of granite. Okay. LIBA has been launched. LIBA has been launched to promote economic relations between India and which country? So come to the word, right? LIBA. L stands for Lanka, I stands for India, BA stands for Business Association. So India in which country? Sri Lanka. So this has been launched to improve and promote economic relation between both the countries, okay? And it will basically enhance, the two countries will basically enhance their economic collaboration. Which organization has launched a new AI assistant called Dragon Pilot for the healthcare? The answer is Microsoft. So the Microsoft Cloud has basically discovered this AI assistant, which is Dragon Copilot. Question can be asked another way, that what is this Dragon Copilot and it is helpful for which sector? So the answer will be healthcare. So the doctors now don't need to keep a record of the documents, as the main functioning of this AI is to keep up to date with the clinical documentation of the doctors, and also it can take notes, automate tasks and search for documents. Okay. Which two union territories have achieved 100% rooftop solar targets for government buildings as of March 2025? So we already know that how countries are focusing on, how much they are focusing on the non-conventional sources of energy. So this is just a step for it. So 100% rooftop solar targets have been achieved in where? Chandigarh and Daman and Diu. So it is actually a very good achievement under PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Okay. And it basically, this scheme offers collateral free loans up to 2 lakh rupees at an interest of 6.75%, right? APAR ID, APAAR ID, that was recently seen in news is a part of which initiative? So this APAR ID is an initiative of One Nation, One Student ID. So what is APAR? Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry, which was mentioned in the National Education Policy of 2020, and it is to get a unified academic experience, so that the students get unified academic experience all over India. This has been launched. Which country topped the medal tally in the World Para Athletics Grand Prix, it is none other than India. So obvious that India has topped it, and India has bagged 134 medals. Okay, India has got 134 medals, and I will also dissect it into (45, 40, 49). 45 gold medals, 40 silver medals, 49 bronze medals, and it is a total of 134 medals, right? When will the Geological Survey of India celebrate its 175th foundation day? The answer is 4th March. So this Geological Survey of India, sorry, it is not the 5th March, right? I'll clearly do it. It's the 4th March. So the Geological Survey of India had been established in the 4th March, and it is unveiling special postal cover, my stamp, and 2 geoscientific apps, and it has been basically these unveiled things have been done by GK Reddy sir, right? GK Reddy is the Union Minister of Coal and Mines. Recently, Bangladesh invited which country to invest in a river conservation project near the Chicken Necks corridor? So this Chicken Necks corridor is basically a very important point. It is strategically, its location is very important, and it is geopolitically very sensitive, right? So China has been invited. The Chicken Necks, it actually falls, it is a connect from the Indian mainland to the Seven Sisters. So if any problem actually happens in this strategic area, so the mainland will be totally disconnected from the Seven Sister area. So China has been invited basically to invest in a river conservation project. Recently, the Lok Sabha passed the Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2024 to modernize maritime law in India. Which colonial era act will it replace? So the answer is the Carriage of Goods by Sea Act. So this is basically to remove the colonial imprints that we have, and also as you remember, we just passed by a question where it was that the Fort Williams was renamed as the Vijay Durg. So these are basically to remove the colonial contexts that we still have in some of our names or names of law. So this is just an initiative for that. The government has proposed the abolition of the 6% equalization levy on online advertising in the Finance Bill 2025. What was the primary purpose of the equalization levy introduced in India? So the answer is to tax the digital transactions of foreign e-commerce companies. So what used to happen for the foreign companies who used to earn revenue in India? 6% of equalization levy was basically charged. So this has been abolished via the Finance Bill 2025. Recently, the US President announced that India will face a reciprocal tariffs starting 2nd April, potentially impacting the export of agricultural and pharmaceutical products. What is the primary purpose of tariffs in international trade? This is an economy related question, and it is a very simple question where the answer is to protect the domestic industries and to generate revenue. So we all know that it is providing a level playing field, and it emphasizes the growth of the domestic players, and at the end of the day increase in revenue will follow. What is the Five Eyes network, right? So it is a multilateral intelligence sharing network among 5 countries. So what are the 5 countries? Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK, US. So these are basically the 5 countries which are in this alliance, the Five Eyes network, and please don't get confused by this, okay? This option, a military alliance between 5 countries. 5 countries is mentioned here, but seeing the Five Eyes, we will tend to answer it 5 countries, this one, but it is not the right answer. The right answer is intelligence sharing network, right? Who serves as the chairperson of National Board of Wildlife? Now this comes a GK plus an environment question. So the answer is Prime Minister. This body consists of 47 members. And who is the vice chairperson? Can anyone tell me? If you know the answer, please write it in the comment box. I will not be disclosing this answer, and this is an open question to you all. Please write it in the, do your homework and write it in the comment box. If you know it, it's very good, and if you don't know it, please know it. What is the main objective of the Pratibimb module? So this is a very good thing, good initiative for the police officers. So it is to map the cyber criminals in real time. So this module basically uses the GIS mapping technology to track them. In which Indian states do Koch Rajbongshis predominantly reside? Now, as the name suggests, just recollect the name Koch Rajbongshi. What do you, okay, not just because of my pronunciation but also because of the spelling, what do you feel? That it is related to, Assam, Bengal, right? So very evidently you have got the answer. The answer is Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Bihar. So basically this Koch Rajbongshis are scheduled castes. Now they are demanding for a scheduled tribe status. So this is why this particular community was recently seen in the news, where they have proposed the demand to Amit Shah when he visited these people or this community basically. In which state is the Kawal Tiger Reserve located? So in which state do you think it is located in? The Kawal Tiger Reserve is located in Telangana, and it is a 2019 square kilometer tiger reserve. And why is it basically in news? Because new solar pumps have been established in this tiger reserve, so that to get uninterrupted water supply. As I have already mentioned before in my before videos, that it is whenever these tiger reserves come into question, it is always because it has been in news. If a tribe comes in question like the Rajbongshi, Koch Rajbongshi, it has been in news. So it is important for you people to know why it was there in the news and all the related information to that particular topic. What is the primary objective of the Punch mission? The answer is to study the sun's corona and its transition into the solar wind. So through Punch mission we actually are getting the 3D images of sun, and this will help us in studying the sun's corona. That will give us more information about the sun, right? Which organization introduced Bond Central? The answer is SEBI. Okay, another homework, second homework for you people is please comment down when was SEBI established. Okay, it is a commonly asked question in WBCS and you must know it. So SEBI has basically introduced this Bond Central. It is a centralized database portal for all the corporate bonds, and it has been made in collaboration with online bond platform provider association and the market infrastructure institution. So with the collaboration of these two, this Bond Central has been formed, and it is a centralized portal. What is the primary objective of Aditya L1 mission? So the answer is the study of the sun's corona, solar emissions, winds and flares. But we need to know here that the main aim is to study the coronal mass ejections of the sun, which is also known as CME. Okay, so what are these coronal mass ejections? These are large expulsions of plasma and magnetic fields from the sun's corona. So this is the main aim, to study about sun's corona, emission, wind flares and the CMEs, right? What is another name for the end Permian mass extinction? So the another name for the for this mass extinction is, I guess you all know, it is the Great Extinction. So it was the most severe extinction among all the extinctions that have taken place. 96% of the species that were present in the earth got extinct, and half of all the taxonomic families were had actually disappeared, and this is the time when actually Pangea started to break up, right? This was basically 252 million years ago when this great extinction happened. So this is another name of end Permian mass extinction. Okay, now we are done with the questions. Now I wanted to add a few things which I hadn't done in the last video, that is important days. You know, when we study months, there are few important days which are nationally recognized or internationally recognized, and it is very important since questions are asked from that part. So for Feb and March, we have few very much important dates that I am going to discuss right now. Okay, for Feb first, okay. So it is the Indian Coast Guard Day. This is something that you have to remember, and I would like to tell all of you, it is better that you remember these days with some mnemonic techniques, because this will actually help you to remember it for a long time, and it will you will be able to recollect this during your examination. So the second important day is 2nd of Feb, which is World's Wetland Day. So World Wetland Day. Now just remember the coast of India, right? So this is my Gujarat and this is the coast of India. So first what comes? The Coast Guard Day. Second is what? Wetlands Day. So what happens? Nearby the coast we have wetlands, we do have wetlands. So 2nd February is the World Wetlands Day. I guess these two dates will become easy for you to remember. Okay. The third most important day is 4th of Feb, which is World Cancer Day. Acha, tell me how to write 4 in Hindi. Right, 4 in Hindi is written this way. If we actually turn this upside down, it becomes this, right? And this is a symbol for all the cancer patients. You see the medal that is given, symbol for the cancer patient. So this is how we can remember that the day is 4th of February is World Cancer Day. The next important day is 10th. So on the 10th of February we have Deworming Day. Plus there is another day that is celebrated on, there is another event that is celebrated on 10th of February, that is World Pulse Day, okay? World Pulse Day. Now how to remember this 10th February, Deworming Day and World Pulse Day? So basically see, deworms, worms, basically they move in this manner. No, with 2 hands I am showing how worms actually jiggle on our stomach. So with this 10th, okay, with the way I showed you the movement of the worms, we are representing it 10. And how can we reduce the worms that we have in our body? By having more and more pulse. So it's the World Pulse Day as well as Deworming Day. Deworming Day. 11th of February, I guess it is easy for you to remember now. 11th of February is the Unani Day. Okay. So when we write U, we are making 2 stands, right? No, this 1 and 1. So from 1 and 1, from this U, we can do 11. So 11th of Feb is Unani Day. 13th of Feb is very important. Why? What is there on 13th of Feb? National Women's Day. So 13th of Feb is very important. It is the National Women's Day, and also it is World Radio Day. World Radio Day. Now how to remember this? As we all know, 14th February no one is going to forget, right? So just because we all know that on 14th of February what do? All the boyfriends or the fathers, it is a celebration of love, right? All the fathers, all the men, male person basically, they pamper the female people. That can be your girlfriend, that can be your mother, that can be your sister, that can be your daughter, anything, okay, anyone. So the male are basically pampering the female. Just before that day we have the National Women's Day, and this is a very big occasion where Women's Day are being celebrated, and we need to discuss this throughout the radio channels, okay? So it is the World Radio Day on the 13th. Okay, I cleared this and then we start again. 21st of Feb is Mother Language Day. So 21 तारीख, it is Mother Language Day. Ek kiss, 1 kiss to all our mothers, okay? For our mothers, ek kiss. 21st is the Mother Language Day, okay? '24th. So 24th of February is the Central Excise Day. So how do we remember this? What is excise? Basically, for all the domestic products that are being produced, some amount of taxes has been levied upon those goods. So दो चार चीज़ों के लिए, you know, 2-4 चीज़ों के लिए which is being produced in the domestic ground, taxes are being levied for the two. We tell na 2-4 cheese. So from 2-4 we can remember 24. And last but not the least is the 28th of Feb, which is the National Science Day, okay? National Science Day. Now how do we remember this? 20th February is itself related to science. That why is 28th the last day of the non-leap years of February and why not the 30th? So this is itself relating to science, and this is the day when we celebrate National Science Day. I guess this is clear. Now we go to March, right? The important days in March. So the important days in March, firstly we will start from the 3rd of March, okay? March 3rd. So 3rd is the World Wildlife Day. So what is, how can we remember this World Wildlife Day? Wildlife relating to animals. Animals, you remember Gandhiji's three bandar, one doing this, one doing this, one doing this. So Gandhi's 3 monkey, with that we remember this 3, okay, 3 monkey, March, which is also 3, and date, which is also 3. So World Wildlife Day. 4th of March is National Safety Day. So just before National Safety Day, what do we have? We have the World Wildlife Day. You know, the monkeys are very mischievous. So what they often tend to, you know, irritate you, or bring basically can bring upon a danger on you. So because we are celebrating monkeys and wildlife on 3rd, we need to be safe, and so on 4th March we are celebrating the National Safety Day. Now is the most important day of March, that is 8th March, International Women's Day. Sorry, everything got deleted, I am repeating it. International Women's Day. Now when was the National Women's Day? We have read it. It was on the 13th of February. How to remember? 14th February, just the day before. And 8th is the International Women Day, and you need to remember this. I guess everyone knows it, and you don't need a mnemonics for this. 10th is the CIF Raising Day. 10th is CISF Raising Day. So basically CIF, when the raising day actually happens, so we can imagine, you know, 10 platoons or 10 squads doing march past together, alright. In the raising day, did they actually do march past? So from there we can do 10 groups are doing march past, okay, 10. And from march past, from March we can actually remember the month of March. So 10 platoons marching together. So 10th March is CISF Raising Day. Okay. Next we have the 14th. 14th is the Pi Day. Pi, the mathematical symbol. So what is the formula of pi? 3.14. So 0.14, 14, and 3 say you can connect March. So 14th of March is Pi Day. Now 15th, we come to the mid of the month. 15th is what? World Consumer Rights Day. So you don't need mnemonics, you just remember 15th of March is nothing but it is related to the consumers. Now comes important dates. I am erasing this and then again continuing. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So the 21st March is the International Day of Forest. Okay, 21st is International Day of Forest. 22nd is World Water Day. Okay. ' 23rd is World Meteorological Day. and 24th is World Tuberculosis Day. So we all already know that 23rd March is also celebrated as Shahid Divas, right? So this is also an addition. Now you see, from 21st is forest. Forest, then comes water. So in forest we have water bodies. From most of our forests you will see water bodies present there. So forest, second comes water. And you know, water, forest, these are all parameters, or these parameters directly or indirectly influence an area's climate, right, somehow or the other. So climate, through climate we come to meteorological day, right, World Meteorological Day on 23rd, and it is also the Shahid Divas. Now come to 24th, which is the World Tuberculosis Day. So we need to be very careful about tuberculosis by knowing its symptoms and everything, and we need to protect ourselves from that, otherwise what, will become Shahid. So just after Shahid Divas, it is the World TB Day, and 26th, the last date that is important, it is the anniversary of Chipko movement. I guess everyone is aware with the Chipko movement. So basically it is a movement where women used to hug the trees so that it is not being able to cut, to prevent deforestation. So it is the anniversary of Chipko movement, 26 March. So here we come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment and share, and also comment the 2 homework questions that I have given you. And I thank APTI Plus for giving me an opportunity once again, and I will be coming back with the next video soon. I wish you all the best, and please do watch it and keep revising, and we see you in the next video. Thank you.